Hi everyone, and welcome back to WeirdQuestions.org. Today, we will be answering some letters from you guys. Question: if 1 plus 1 equals 2, then why isn't 2 plus 3 equals 4? Answer: well, because the answer is 45 jillion, everyone knows that! Question: my parents have always been bugging me about Pablo Picasso. Will I be him one day? Answer: no. You'll never be Picasso, but you can be someone like Pablo Picasso. Question: I heard that Hillary Clinton beat Trump by about 3 million votes, yet she still lost. How come? Answer: to answer that question, we'll have to understand how a U.S. presidential election works. You might think of a U.S. presidential election as a voting system for the people. After all, that's pretty much what democracy means. You might like to imagine each person casting their vote into a ballot. That ballot gets counted on election night, and whoever gets the most votes is the winner. That must be it, right? Well, if you said no, you are correct. The United States, having a population of approximately 330 million people, is, as you can tell, huge. There's not enough time to count every single individual vote. It would take months, realistically years, before every single vote was counted. So instead, America is a republic. That basically means that if you vote for a candidate as part of a state vote, and the winner in your state gets the state. Confusing? I thought so. Let me word it a bit differently. Let's say that Tim really wants Biden to win and votes for Biden. Ka-ching! 1 vote for Biden. When he votes for Biden, he is only voting for who their state will pick, not who the country will pick. However, if you search it up, Biden lost Texas and Trump won Texas. Therefore, Trump gets all of Texas's electoral votes because he won more votes than Biden in Texas. But exactly how many electoral votes does Trump get? It might be easy to think that each state gets 1 electoral vote, and if you win the majority, 26, you win the election. Well, it's not that simple. Let's say this. Texas has approximately 29.4 million people living there, second to California in population. Wyoming, on the other hand, has only around 500,000 people living there. Do you think it would be fair for Texas to have the same amount of electoral votes as Wyoming? Of course not, right? So this is how electoral votes are calculated. It's just the number of how many people that state has in the House of Representatives and in the Senate. Because each state elects 2 senators, each state has at least 2 electoral votes. So how many electoral votes do Texas and Wyoming have? Well, Texas has 38 electoral votes, as it elects 36 representatives and 2 senators. Wyoming has 3 electoral votes because it has 1 representative and 2 senators. When running for president, you want to get the majority of these electoral votes, that being 270. There are a total of 538 electoral votes. If a tie happens, or neither side gets 270 votes, then the House of Representatives votes to decide the president, while the Senate votes for the vice president. Therefore, like what happened to Hillary Clinton, it's possible to lose the popular vote while losing the electoral vote. Remember when watching the news on next election night, it's only the electoral votes, not the popular vote, that matters.